Good day, everyone. Welcome once again to Sufficient Grace Math Class. If you remember, in our last lesson, we treated factors, that is, factors of whole number, where I made it known to you that factors are the numbers that can divide a particular whole number without having any remainder. That is, numbers that can divide a particular whole number without leaving no remainder are the factors of that particular number. For example, now let's assume we were asked to find factors of 24. Those numbers that can divide 24 without having remainder are the factors of 24. And what are those numbers? They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. These numbers now are the numbers that can divide this 24 without having any remainder. And because they are the number that can divide 24 without having remainder, it means they are factors of 24. Now, into this tutorial, we'll be treating prime numbers. Firstly, what is prime number? A prime number is a whole number greater than 1 whose only factors are 1 and itself. Prime numbers is a whole number greater than 1 whose only factors are 1 and itself. That is, prime numbers are the numbers that can only be divided by 1 and itself. Prime number are the numbers that can only be divided by 1 and itself without having any remainder. What are the examples of prime numbers? Examples of prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, and so on. If you observe, these numbers can only be divided by 1 and itself. That is, each of these numbers can only be divided by 1 and itself. And for that reason, they are prime number. Because they can only be divided by 1 and itself without having any remainder, it means they are prime number. Let us do some verification. For example, now 2 can only be divided by 1. 2 divided by 1 gives us 2 without having any remainder, and 2 divided by 2 also gives us 1. It has no remainder. And this prime number can only be multiplied by 1 and itself to give the original number. That is 2. For example, now 2 can only be multiplied by 2 and itself. Can only be multiplied by 2 and 1. That is itself and 1 to give us 2. That is 2 times 1 gives us 2. Let us pick another number. Let us pick like 17. 17 now. If you observe this number as well, it can only be divided by 1 without having any remainder. Gives us 17. And then itself, which is 17. 17 divided by 17 gives us 1. And 1 and itself can only be multiplied together to give us the original number, which is 17. That is 17. That is 17. 1 times 17 can only be multiplied together to give us 17. It's equal to 17. Yeah. Another thing I want to bring to your notice about prime number, and I want you to observe, is that prime number asks only 2 factors. Prime number asks only 2 factors, which are 1 and itself. For example, now let us pick 5. 5 as prime number. The only 2 factors of this 5 are 1 and 5. And these are the 2 factors that can only be multiplied together to give us 5. That is 5 times 1 gives us 5. Let's pick another number like 11. 11 now asks only 2 factors. That is 1 and itself, which is 11. And these are the only 2 factors that can only be multiplied together to give us 11. That is 1 times 11 gives us 11. Another thing I want to bring to your notice is that 1 can not be prime number. 1 is not prime number. And the reason being that 1 has only 1 factor. That is, 1 has only 1 factor, which is 1. It has no 2 factors. And for that reason, 1 is not a prime number. And this is all what I have for you today. Kindly like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so as to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you, and may God bless you. Bye bye.